All right, last week we saw some absolutely unprecedented all-time record highs. I got blisters on my index finger from ringing the damn cowbell. Will today be any different? I don't know. Stay tuned. I sure do ring the cowbell a lot, so you guys will have to decide on your own if we kept pace with what happened last week on the Fanatics Collect weekly auction. This is going to be weekly auction number 159. It ended last night on February 2nd. What about Luka Doncic? Will the trade announcement for Luka Doncic on a Saturday night, late Saturday night, which shocked the NBA world, which shocked the collecting hobby because he's such a collectible ultra-modern prospect. I guess we could still call him a prospect, even though he's like all NBA every year when he gets his games in. Will his cards show some type of reaction? Will there be an uptick in the value now that he'll be putting on a size XXXXL Lakers uniform? Just kidding. So let's see what happened last night. That's what today's video is. It's a review of last night's Fanatics Weekly Auction number 159. You get these videos every single Monday. By the way, if you want to know my thoughts on the Luka Doncic trade, which you might be sick of hearing about it already, hit the bell icon for notifications. I've got a video coming out tonight at 6 p.m. Central, just giving you my bullet point thoughts and things that we need to consider, that we need to look at. What's the next shoe to drop? What direction do each of these two franchises go next? If you want to see that video, it's going to air tonight on this same Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't, please, and hit the bell icon for notifications so you will know when that video drops tonight at 6 p.m. Central. Thank you guys for watching. Here we go. This is going to be a good one. Pretty interesting results last night on the Fanatics Weekly Auction. We're looking at the top 48 highest sold basketball cards. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code CAJUN, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. Hey guys, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. And as I alluded to in that little introductory role, the primary way that you guys can support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel is to use the promo code CAJUN, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N, when you submit your cards to this very site, Fanatics Collect. You can sell in the weekly auction that we're about to recap today. You can sell in the premier auction with the big boys, right? And you can also sell it on the Fanatics Now, Buy It Now marketplace, which I have a lot of cards on right now, and they're actually moving really, really well. I guess I got a little hint for you guys. If you're selling Michael Jordan cards, Kobe cards, LeBron cards, Fanatics Collect is probably the place to sell them. There's a reason I'm ringing the damn bell over and over. And for anybody out there who says, yeah, those are shilled, those are not getting paid, I did a video recently. I showed you 99, I think 98% of all of the cards that I have ever sold on Fanatics Collect Weekly got paid. So I'm not sure what everybody's talking about. That's a pretty good paid rate. It's way better than my paid rate on, like, it's not even close, significantly better than my paid rate on eBay, even in the very distant past when I used to use consigners here and there to sell hundreds of cards. The unpaid rate was much higher on eBay than it has been on Fanatics Collect Weekly. So I've had great results. If you got any questions or want to know anything more about it, hit me up, but don't forget to use that promo code CAJUN. Let's not waste any more time. Let me take a breath. Okay, let's get going. Here we go. Fanatics Collect Weekly 149 ended last night, February 2nd. Here we go. 2009 Exquisite. We see these sell every once in a while. This is the Exquisite Collection Extra Gold Patch, serial number to 25. It does 6,300. A LeBron sticker auto right next to it. This is a rookie standing O graphs with LeBron wearing his all-white Reeboks aerobic shoes for some reason. LeBron James sells for BGS 9.5. Sells for $6,300. That seems cheap. Hopefully the subs are on the back. I'm not going to take the time to look. The first card we're going to look up, we got to look it up because it's a Jordan card. And yes, this is a base card. People will argue it's a parallel. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's certainly not an insert card. We'll just say that. And it's certainly not the Legacy Collection, which is what, most folks in the hobby are familiar with as far as the high-end whale cards. This is just the Flair Showcase Row 0, not serial numbered, PSA 10. It sold last night for $6,600. There's the card right there. It is a beautiful card. This card did very well in the Back to Basics project where we picked pitted Michael Jordan's 64 best base cards from the 90s against each other to see which one came out on top. This one didn't, but it did very well. You're not going to believe this. I want to ring that damn cowbell so bad, but the card sold for $6,600, $1 shy of the all-time record that was set in September on eBay by consigner 4 Sharp Corners when the card sold for $6,601. So at least we know this, right? I've got this thing sorted by price. Let's go by date sold. This is a consistent $6,000, $6,600 card. The last 4 sales dating all the way back to July of last year. Let's go all the way back to April. $5,600, $6,000, $6,000, $6,600, $6,600. This seems to be a card that is trending up and to the right. You guys let me know what you think. Again, it's a base card, right? Or is it whatever? Let's call it a base card. It's a base card. There's only been 639 graded. If you're sitting on one of these cards and it's a PSA 8, you should probably grade it. If it's a PSA 9, you should probably freaking grade it. A PSA 9 sold for $2,000 recently. A BGS 9 sold for $1,695. So if you've got one of these cards, you would have graded it. And if you haven't graded it yet, go grade the card, sell it on Fanatics with the promo code Cajun. My point is 639 is not a large number. There are many Michael Jordan inserts out there that are very highly sought after and very much in high demand. Scoring Kings, Beam Team, things like that have been graded way more than 639. So these Flair Showcase base cards can almost be treated like an insert card or like a parallel, we'll say. Next, we've got LaMelo Ball, All-Star snub, allegedly. Was he? I don't know. Trae Young, Kyrie Irving, Sabonis. We can go down the list. Every year there's people that got snubbed, and, I've got my thoughts on that matter as well. 6,900. This is an SGC 7, 10 for the autograph. The card is serial number to 24. It's the gold first off the line parallel. More Jordan, more Flair Showcase. This is also not the Legacy, but this is the only serial numbered Michael Jordan Flair Showcase card out of the 7 that exist, okay? This is the 1997 row 0. It's serial number to 250. This is a PSA 9. Yes, I looked at picking up a duplicate copy. I already own this copy, and I looked at picking up another copy. This is a PSA 9. It sold for $6,900. I didn't win, so I'm not the guy. But what did the card sell for last night? $6,900. Oh, by the way, that is really high. That is up from 66. That's tied with what happened in May. That's up from September of 2023. But guys, this is one of those rare occurrences where this is nowhere remotely near the top. This card back in 2020 and 21, for whatever reason, was going absolutely bananas. 13,981. I don't know if we're ever getting back to that number. 13,000 in 2021. So we're still a little bit more than half of what those 2021 and 2020 prices were. Horizontal serial number to 75, John Morant, RPA, BGS 9.5. This card does 6,900. Pretty cool looking LeBron James Ultimate Collection patch auto. This is serial number to 25. This card is authentic with a 9 for the autograph. Ouch, that kind of hurts, although it looks great just at first glance. This is a pop 1, 2 higher. It does 6,900. And then guys, right here, you're looking at the highest selling Austin Reaves card in history. And who would have guessed that the black mosaic would be the one to hold that title? But all I did was plug in sales history, Austin Reaves, sort by price. This is far and away the highest selling Austin Reaves card of all time, 7,200. So congrats to whoever picked up that mosaic black 1/1 Austin Reaves. We'll see how he fits with 2 guys that really love to put their hands on the basketball, Luka Doncic and LeBron James, or will they both be in Laker uniforms? We shall see. 2020 Select Anthony Edwards Rookie Signatures Gold Autograph. This is serial number to 10. It is a pop 3. It sold for $7,500. I actually got it pulled up. There it is. There's the card. Second highest sale of this card of all time. Pretty good results, honestly, for Anthony Edwards, considering in 2021 it sold for $86.10. And if we sort it by date sold, it's a really good result. It just kind of bumped up a little bit from November when the card sold on eBay with hoodies, and way up. That's not it. Way up from the 7,231 sale. But again, remember, this one was a PSA 10 with an authentic grade for the autograph. Big differences between authentic 10 and just gem mint 10. So it looks like this one, the autograph's not graded at all. It's just, it's one of those deals where every time you send in a card for grading, if you're not an autograph guy, and I'm not an autograph guy, what do? I ask people who are autograph guys. I'm like, should I grade the card and not the autograph? Should I grade the autograph and not the card? Should I just authenticate or just not put any grade at all for the autograph? What am I doing here, right? So go find somebody who's in the know who does that and ask them. I don't mess with autograph cards very often, so I am not the guy that you want to message with advice on whether or not this should have been a 10 autograph or try to go for the 10-10. There's a lot of things to consider when it comes to grading autographs and how that affects the value of the card. 98 Skybox Premium Star Rubies, Charles Barkley. This is a PSA 5. I did look it up. There's the card. Star Rubies is about as good as it gets, right? Essential Credentials, PMGs, Star Rubies. These are the big dog cards. These are the tier 1 cards for Barkley, for Jordan, for Drexler, for everybody, right? This PSA 5, sorted by price, is the second highest price ever paid for this particular number 71 Star Rubies from 98. A PSA 6 in March of last year, a little bit less than a year ago, did $10,492. Remember, PSA 6 versus PSA 5, so not exactly apples and oranges. If we look at the all-time graded guys, there's 50 of them out there. Only 7 have been graded by PSA. PSA 6 puts you right here. PSA 5 is worst in class, it looks like. So that might have had something to do, but 7,500 is pretty damn good result. Second highest price ever paid for that card. Michael Jordan autograph from Upper Deck, 2004, 7,500. LeBron James laundry tag, does 7,500. That's serial number to 2. Another card I didn't win. Another card I already own in PSA 10, right? I was looking to pick up another copy. I am starting to look at stuff like that. I ain't no shame in my game, and I'm always out here sharing what I'm doing with you guys, being relatively transparent. I won't tell you what I'm bidding on before the auction ends. I'm not that stupid or that transparent, but I'll tell you after the fact, I wouldn't mind picking up another copy of this. Why didn't you pick up another copy, Cajun? Well, why do you think I didn't pick up another copy? It's Pop 13, it's PSA 10, it's Jordan, it's in hierarchy insert, and guess what? It is by far the highest ever graded, highest PSA 10 ever sold. And it's a Pop 13, like we talked about, 7,500. The highest before this was way back in 2022 when it sold for 3,500. So this thing more than doubled the all-time high. Look at that growth rate. If we look at the growth rate over the last 2 years, guess what? You can't. This is the only one, and that's sort of the point, right? That's sort of what we're always talking about on the channel. When I have guests on, we talk about buy the cards you don't see come to market. PSA 10 High Risers is one of those cards. How's the PSA 9 doing, by the way, over the last 2 years? Oh, ho-hum, when there's only 13 PSA 10s and you don't ever get to see the damn card, but you want to collect Jordan inserts, guess what you have to do? You got to go find the BGS 9.5s, or you got to go find the PSA 9. As the nerds like to say, rising tides lift all boats. That's the case with the PSA 9, up 64% over the last 2 years. Wow, almost to just shy of 600. It has gone over 600 on a couple of occasions. Almost a $600 card, which is you could have picked up for $281 about 2 years ago. So that's some interesting stuff with the high risers. This Victor Wembanyama green shimmer does fine. Serial number to 12. This is the Deca, not the real green shimmer. I think the real green shimmer from Prism is serial number to maybe 5 or something like that, or 8. I don't know. I don't keep up with all the different Jolly Ranchers. 7,800 for that one. LeBron James stained glass purple PSA 9. Do people still collect this guy? I don't know. I have never seen a more polarizing player in the NBA. 7,800 right there for that LeBron. By the way, in this video tonight that you're going to see at 6 o'clock, I'm going to talk a little bit about whether LeBron James was blindsided and unaware completely that Anthony Davis was being traded for Luka Doncic. I'll believe that one day when pigs fly. Next, we've got a 2004 Exquisite Enshrinements LeBron Auto, serial number 6 out of 25. That's great. He's wearing 23 in the picture, though. This is an $8,100 sale, and then we'll look it up. We looked up the Barkley Star Rubies. It did fine, the highest sale ever for a PSA 5. By the way, I forgot to hit the bell for that, because PSA 5, that was the highest Barkley Star Rubies PSA 5 ever sold. It's also the only one in existence. So I cheated a little bit, but I like ringing that bell, right? 1997 Metal Universe Championship PMG Grant Hill, serial number to 50. These championship PMGs are hot as firecracker. I talked about it recently on the channel with Michael Coleman. He's going to join me on the Cajun Cardboard channel for for an episode of Collector Spotlight. You guys will see it, I think, this Wednesday. So that would be February 5th, this Wednesday. Again, hit the bell icon if you want to see when that video drops with one of the biggest and baddest dealers in all of sports cards and an incredible collector to boot, Michael Coleman of Coleman Cards. This Grant Hill PMG Championship BGS 9, that's a high-ass grade. Highest, best in class. Can't get any higher than that. Sold last night for $8,100, which is the all-time record, beating the old record from 2022 by $100. Was it the exact same card? Yes, it was the exact same card, same serial number. So same card, 8,000 back then. Somebody just made a $100 profit, $40 profit after taxes in the great country of the United States of America. Just kidding. 2004 Exquisite Collection, extra jersey, white. This is serial numbered 1 out of 25. So math nerds, all you Mu Alpha Theta Club members are rejoicing out there because it's the first off the print line, allegedly. BGS 7, game used All-Star jersey patch. Obviously, the Bulls are not teal, so we knew it had to be from an All-Star game. $8,100 for that sale right there. And then this is an interesting one. I want to check this out with you guys because it's a little tricky, but we're going to ring the damn bell. This is the 1998 Finest Refractor, Michael Jordan, number 81. It's a BGS 10 with a Pop 4. It sold last night for $8,100. The reason I want to share it with you is because it's an all-time record. I'm going to ring the bell and tell you why. Okay, here it is. You're saying, well, Cajun, one of them sold for $10,200. Well, there's a couple things different about this. It's a PSA 10, which generally speaking is seen as a little bit inferior to the BGS 10, depending on how much of a PSA simp you are. But this one has the coating, which there are people out there that just really covet having refractors with the coating on there, and they pay a massive premium for that card. So the PSA 10 with the coating is a Pop 7. And I wonder if they distinguish between with and without coating. Let's see, 133 have been graded with coating. This is without coating. Is it going to be a different number? No, they're on the same pop report. It's showing the same 81 with the same pop report. Always be really careful if PSA splits or doesn't split the pop report. But long story short, this BGS 10 is the highest price ever paid for any grade without the coating, and it's also the highest for any BGS 10. So we're ringing the cowbell either way because I said so, and it's my channel. Next to that, we've got another, here I am again, trying to pick up duplicate copies. I sold a bunch of LeBron cards, put a bunch of cash in my Fanatics account, and here I am on Fanatics trying to scoop up cards and losing. By the way, I lost every single auction last night. I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag. I think I had 30 bids last night on cards that, well, 24 of them were duplicate cards that I was trying to pick up just in case they sold for a little bit below comps. None of them sold for a little bit below comps. I lost every single card I was looking at, over 32. No exaggeration. I did not win one single card last night, and I think I had 32 bids out there. This is the 92 Stadium Club Beam Team PSA 10. Sold for $8,100 last night. This is not a rare card, but this is a card that's very, very high in demand. Probably second only to the Scoring Kings as far as, affordable early 90s Jordan insert cards. Pop 109, almost the same pop as the Scoring Kings, which I think are right at 100, maybe a little bit more. This card is coming off an all-time high, maybe not an all-time high, but coming off a really, really big run over the last 2 years, over the last 1 year. Sorry, it's up 82% even with last night's sale over the last 1 year. So that should give you some idea of what that Beam Team's doing. It is coming down from a huge $9,300 sale. Maybe the old label had something to do with that. This is not one of the new labels with the hologram. Chet Holmgren, PSA 9, true RPA, does $8,100 last night. When is this kid going to get back on the court? Get back. My fantasy team needs you. 2003 signature edition LeBron James BGS 9.5 does $8,400. Another 04 exquisite collection enshrinements LeBron BGS 9. Let's see if it's got the subs on the back. Don't fail me now and put those damn subs on there. They did. It's just an old BGS label, and they've got the autograph of a 10 on the back as well. So 10, 8.5, 9, 9, 10. So that card sold last night for $8,700. That's a good looking card right there. Next, we've got a 1997 Metal Universe Platinum Portrait Jordan PSA 8. This is a big-time card right here from one of the best sets in the world, 97 Metal Universe. I'll put it up against any set from the 90s as the best out there. This PSA 8 does $8,700 last night. And let's move on to the top 24 cards. We've looked up a lot of cards. Let's get to the top 24. And here we go. We'll start with this high school / college autograph quartet. We've got LeBron, Magic, Bird, and Dr. J. So 4 monsters on there. St. Vincent, St. Mary's, Carolina, Michigan State, and UMass. A lot of people don't know that Dr. J went to UMass. Sort of an off-the-radar player that got noticed at a playground. LeBron James, 2003 Upper Deck Sweet Shot 3-point autograph, BGS 9. It's only 0.5 away. Fanatics wants you to know, for all of you gamblers who want to crack and resub, 10,200, a BGS 9. Jordan, true rookie, pack pulled, number 57, does 10,800. And then let's look at our first legacy collection. We've been seeing these things rolling out a little bit too often for my taste, and so I thought for that reason, I've got the card. Maybe I can upgrade my grade a little bit. Let me try to pick up a 97 Flair Showcase Legacy Collection, row 2, BGS 9. I got demolished. The card sold for $11,100. There it is right there. That is slightly more than the last sale of a BGS 9 Legacy Collection when it sold for $6,000. That is utterly obliterating the all-time record. So there's the new standard for your BGS 9 97 Flair Showcase row 2, $11,100. Huge sale right there. 99 Upper Deck game jerseys is another card that sort of caught my eye. Serial number to 23, BGS 9.5, none higher. Also did $11,100. Anytime we have 2 Jordan cards next to each other that sell for the same price, I gotta pose the question, which of these 2 cards would you guys prefer? The hand serial numbered 99 jersey, serial number to 23, or the more probably slightly more in demand, more recognizable 97 Flair Showcase row 2, serial number 2100 BGS 9. It's an interesting dilemma that you have to choose. This is by far the all-time record, and with an $11,100 sale last night, so record upon record. We've got a green Victor Wembanyama Donruss Optic serial number to 5 that does $11,100. And guys, I wish I could look at every card and just keep ringing this bell, but some of these cards that I'm not even looking at maybe breaking records, I will have no idea. I just can't get through 48 cards in a reasonable amount of time, so I've got to move kind of quick. We usually look up 20 of the 48, right, on Card Ladder. And by the way, Card Ladder is my data pricing tool of choice. It is indispensable to everything I do, and I'm an affiliate partner with Card Ladder as well. If you guys want to support the channel, guess what the promo code is if you purchase a Card Ladder subscription, which I highly recommend. Go to cardladder.com and use the promo code, you guessed it, Cajun, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. Tell them Big Mouth Cajun sent you, and you won't be disappointed. You can thank me later. I like this card right here. Pretty cool looking card. 2002 SP Game Used. I love the Jordan Wizard stuff. I know it doesn't sell like the Bull stuff, and I know a lot of people are like, I draw the line right there. I don't draw the line. I mess with it. I mess with the Jordan Wizard stuff, right? That's my side piece. Serial numbered to 50, BGS 9, Pop 5, $11,400 for that patch auto. Pretty cool card. And then this is a big LeBron James card. A lot of people don't remember because they're so Topps Chrome focused, but or finest, right? But Bowman Chrome was pretty damn popular when this stuff came out. This 2003 Bowman Chrome X-Fractor is serial number to 150. It is a BGS 9.5 mixed gem. And it sold for $12,000 last night. I do have this card pulled up. I'm quite certain. There it is right there. How about that chart? How about that chart? This is a card in this grade that sold for $69,000. Last night it sold for less than 1/5 of that price. It's a Pop 61. As you can see, this is a disgusting looking graph, but let's not jump off the ledge just yet. Let me show you something. Over the last 2 years, cards up. That's a LeBron James card that's up over the last 2 years. Over the last 1 year, there's only been 3 sales, and it's flat as a fritter. So keep that in mind. We'll see where LeBron James cards go from here. Maybe Doncic will win a ring, and then, here's the deal. This is the problem with that trade is if LeBron, let's just say, in the wildest of possible hypotheticals and scenarios, the Lakers just go win a title, right? Maybe they go make a trade, or maybe they bring Dwight Howard's weird ass back over there, and they win a title, right? LeBron James is going to get none of the credit. It's going to be Luka Doncic. It's going to be like the Kevin Durant, Steph Curry situation. Is everybody's going to be bitching? It's not going to count. It's not going to count as a full ring. It's going to be chaos, right? So great for all these talking heads and guys like me who like to create content and conjecture and hypothesize, but not great for LeBron because there's really no way to add another ring that's going to matter in his chase to catch Jordan now because it's going to be Luka Doncic's ring, or more evidence of LeBron, finagling new players in there. I don't know. Fun stuff to talk about, but sort of sad for LeBron collectors because the door just slammed shut. 2009 SP2 Star Signatures, Michael Jordan and LeBron James, serial number to 23. I thought this was weird. I kind of looked at it, I think, at some point in the Acquire preview where I think they're actually both stickers, but one sticker is different than the other. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but it's sold for $12,000. Another MJ autograph from 2003 SP Signature Edition, BGS 9.5, does 12.6. And then here's a card I don't own that I really want to own. I really would like to win this card, and I could not even get remotely close to winning this card. This is the 97 SPX promotion. There's a rounded version. This is the non-rounded. This is just a typical promotion die cut. It's a PSA 10 and it's a pop 9. What happens when we have hierarchy Jordan cards? This is a hierarchy card as well. When we have a PSA 10 low pop hierarchy card, bad things happen. Well, good things depending on whether you own it or don't own it. Bad things happen if you don't own it. 13,200. Just completely smashes and urinates on the all-time record set in what bubble year? Oh yeah, bubble. 2021, 7,600. 2025, $13,200. This is a very rare card. Been graded 274 times. It's pointy, so it's very hard to grade in gem mint condition. So big result there. Another record. Sorry, let me hit the bell. My employees have come in, so I don't want to be too distracting. So I'm not going to hit the bell with nearly as much fervor as I normally do, so I apologize. Orange Wembanyama, you're just going to have to trust me. It's about normal. It's slightly coming down a little bit. PSA 10 does 15,000. I do want to look up Giannis because we never talk about the guy, right? 2013 Select Gold Prism. This is the base. There's a draft selections, and then there's this one. This is the real base gold rookie card, and it's 1 out of 10, so math people are happy. It's a BGS 9.5, so old people like me are happy. And this mixed Gem Plus actually is a pop 7, none higher. Sold for $16,200 last night. Giannis's place in history is pretty damn secure. I might go back to collecting the guy. Let's just put it that way. But this one last night sells for $16,200, which is great because it's a huge jump over about 8, 9, 10 months ago, something like that, when it sold for $13,420. But not so great when you look at what the card sold for in 2021, right? When Giannis was riding very, very high. 33,600 down to 16,200. That is a 32.4. That is less than a 2-for-1 discount on that card. So mixed results there. Better than the last one, but God, we're so far away from 2021 with guys like Giannis and Doncic and those folks. Noise Boys, Hierarchy City here. Tier 2 hierarchy, very sought after, very high end Michael Jordan insert. Surely it's not going to break an all-time record because it's a BGS 9.5. $16,800 was the sale price last night. There's the card, just gorgeous, gorgeous card. Pop 77. Oh, guess what? All-time record? Yeah, all-time record by a mile. 13,500. Sorry, that was a very aggressive cowbell ringing. 13.5 to 16.8. That doesn't sound like a lot. It doesn't look like too much. That's a lot, guys. Over $3,000 just from a year ago. That's a big sale. Pop 77 in BGS 9.5. Guess what? A PSA 10 just sold again recently. What's a PSA 10? It's freaking almost 40,000. And I'm going to ring it again, even though that's not Fanatics Collect Weekly. That sale just happened on Golden for $39,000. It was the same black label one that sold for $33,600 just a little over half a year ago. So the Noise Boy seems to be trending very much in the right direction, regardless of the grade. Oh my gosh, this one is frustrating because it's a 1996 Bowman's Best Honor Roll Atomic Refractor. And if you guys don't have color blindness, you can look at the card. And again, I don't mean to not make friends or disparage a card that one of my friends picked up, or anybody really for that matter, but this one's a little faded, a little bit green. It doesn't have your typical luster that an atomic refractor would have had, and this one is susceptible to it. There's the card right there, so you can see it. That's what this PSA 10 looks like. It is an old PSA label, which regardless of what anybody tells you, that stems from an era when they were a little bit more lenient on Jordan stuff that matters than they are now. Look at the last PSA 10 that sold in 2022 on Fanatics, and look at the difference in the color clarity, right? There you go right there. There you go right there. And I could pull up my copy as well. It's just a difference. It's not the same. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to affect the price. What? No, it's not. It's a Michael Jordan PSA 10. It's by far an all-time record, by more than $10,000. By far the highest price ever paid for the Atomic Honor Roll Atomic Refractor. It's a card that's been graded 202 times. There's only 22 PSA 10s out there, and this one destroyed, demolished, and looked back in the rearview mirror at the all-time record. $10,000 separating that in the second highest ever sold. 2008 Skybox Signature Set Jordan and LeBron Dual Auto does $16,800. This is a PSA 10, no grade for the auto. Kobe Bryant Rose Zero Rookie Card BG BGS 8.5. So big Kobe Bryant card here. Let's look it up. Where is it? There it is, right there. Guess what? All-time record. Boom. 16,800 edges out the all-time record by 300. That makes up for the one cowbell we should have rang that lost by $1. This one edges out a 2020 sale by 300. So this is again, put this in the register, right? We're always comparing Kobe to 2020 and 2021, 2022. This is a win for Kobe now, right? This is a win for all the Kobe hype people that are out there saying Kobe cards are running. This is evidence that it is running, and it's Pop 23. What a coincidence. Shout out to MJ, the greatest to ever do it. What did I just do? I just screwed something up. Oh, Lord. Where'd I go? Okay, here we go. 98 Upper Deck Encore. We see this card before. BGS 9, 10 for the autograph. This apparently is a really important card. Technically from MJ's playing years, depending on how you feel about the year 1998 and when stuff came out from the production line. 17,400 for that MJ. What about the retro? I never look up retros, but let's look up a retro. It's a 2013 Fleer Retro PMG, serial numbered 1 out of 10, and it is a BGS 9, which is a high grade. There are two higher graded. This card does $21,000. I've got it pulled up. There it is right there. That is the second highest price ever paid, so we can't ring that damn cowbell, but still a great sale nonetheless. This card sold for $21. It is not the same that just sold, right? This card, you're looking at it and you're like, well, that card just sold on Fanatics Weekly for $23,400. No, it's a totally different certification number. It's not the same, but it is the same that sold for $18,000 in 2021. So here's the card that sold in 2021. It's serial number, certification number 8730. 8730, so 9730, sorry, my eyes are bad. Same card from $18,000 in 2021 to $21,000 in 2025. Not a bad return there on that retro Jordan PMG Green. More legacy collection. This time we're talking big boy stuff. 1996 Row 0 with that speckled background pattern. This is a PSA 8 and it did $21,600. Here is another card that I'm an owner, but I would love to pick up another copy, but I knew this one was going to get absolutely bonkers, right? So I didn't even mess with it. $21,600 is not the all-time record, but it's damn close to it. It just missed it by $600. 2022, January 9th is when the all-time record was set, but look at this card. It is sold, what, in 2023 for $14, in 2023 again for $18, and then last night for $21,600. So a card that is clearly trending in the up and to the right direction. And here we are, guys. We're at the front row. We're at the start. It's Jordan and LeBron. It's Doncic, and it's Jordan again. Another card. I don't own this card. I need this card. I want it in the highest grade. It's an old PSA label, so maybe you can get a discount. Who knows? This is the T1B 1997 Stadium Club Triumvirate Illuminator, a card that is very complicated, but I've got a great video out there that sort of explains it all and lays it out for you. If you're looking for that, just search Triumvirate on my channel and that video should pull up. This is a Pop 8, and this card last night in this old PSA label did the second highest price that's ever been paid for this card. The record was set in September. This one last night did $22,800. A huge, huge card. Guess what? 73 total graded. The rumors are there's only 73, maybe 75, something like that, ever printed for the Illuminator, whether it's the second series or this first series T1B. That's the rumor. How do you get to say, are you telling me every single one of them is graded? Well, of course not. It's cracking resubs. It's quite simple, right? So you get a BGS grade you don't like, you crack it sub to PSA, or vice versa, or maybe you just stick with the same grading company. So that's something to always keep in mind for you new collectors in the hobby, is like if you see a card that's serial number to 10 that's been graded 24 times and you're confused by it, it's just people just playing the gambling game and basically relying on the inaccuracy and inconsistency of human beings grading cards, hoping that they can arbitrage and get a very lenient happy grader on a particular day. So 22.8 is a big number for that card right there. God, allergies are killing me. Louisiana went from, it snowed last week, and it was 80 yesterday. And so that's the kind of stuff that old people with bad allergies are dealing with right now. And my hands raised, I'm one of them. 2018 Flawless Horizontal Gold Luka Doncic. This is a rookie year card. It's an RPA. It's a BGS 9. It's 10 out of 10. The card sold for $29,400. Surely they graded the autograph. Surely they graded the autograph. They did, and they graded a 10. Okay, good. That's always good to know. So we always check on the big boy cards like that. 29,400 for this card last night. This one's tricky because there's more than one out there. I don't understand this card or this product or the different parallels, but 29.4 is what this card sold for here. Recently, another same year, not the same card because that's a different image of Luka. This one sold for 4,500, which is weird. This is also not the same card, but it's also 2018. It's also flawless. It's also an RPA, and it's also serial number to 10. This card did 15. This is definitely not the same card. This is not the same card. This is not the same card. So I don't know what the deal is between that card and this card. They're both flawless. They're both the same year. They're both serial number to 10. They're both autographed. They're both patch. I don't get it. Somebody else can kind of figure that out for me. And then lastly, the last card we're going to look up is a card that's obviously the card that won the auction, number 159 last night on February 2nd on Fanatics Collect, is the 2007 Ultimate Collection Matchups. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, auto, serial number to 25. This BGS 9 only has 2 higher. It sold for $33,000, folks. Let's pull it up. There's the card right there. It's big. It's a great image of Jordan. It's a great image of MJ. I love it that the Jordan's got the little mesh, the bigger mesh holes right there. It just makes it really cool. The card graded a BGS 9. We should always check that and make sure the card did have an autograph grade. For 33 grand, I'm assuming it was a 10. I don't see an autograph grade. I like the look of the autographs, although the Jordan seems to go off. The LeBron might also be going off. It's a 9. The autographs are bold, but they both might go off the card. I don't know. Let me know what you think. You guys, what do you think? Did the autographs go off the card? Yes or no? It looks to be that way to me. They did not grade the autograph probably for that very reason, but it did not affect this sale last night because it sold for $33,000 last night, which is no surprise. Let's end it with another all-time record. So Jordan throwing LeBron on his back as usual, wearing him like a backpack and carrying him to all-time records last night. Second highest sale ever was way back in October of 2024, way back 4 months ago, when this authentic 10 auto with a probably better, certainly better patch and did not go off the card sold for $31,500. Let me know which of these cards you would rather have. That's interesting, right? This is a PSA authentic 10 for the autograph with a superlative, well, superior patch. Both autographs look perfect, and they got a 10 grade. The card did not get graded, but these autographs clearly do not go off card. And then this card last night sold. It's a BGS 9, no grade for the autograph. Not as good a patch, obviously, because it's missing the little red thing. And then it looks to me that this goes off, and it looks to me that this goes off. I don't know anything about these kind of cards. Let me know which of these two cards you guys would rather have. That's something that we can comment about below. Anything stand out to you? That's it, guys. That's the end of it. We got Jordan, LeBron. We got Doncic, Jordan. We got Jordan, Jordan, Jordan. We got Kobe, Jordan, LeBron, Jordan. And then we've got Jordan. That is a lot of Jordan, sorry, which doesn't bother me because that's what I collect. But it does bother me that I went over 32. Let me know. Are you guys bidding on these Fanatics Collect weekly auctions and losing? I am. There are cards that I really want to win that I'm bidding really aggressively on that I am not winning, and it's frustrating to say the least, but it is what it is, and I'll keep bringing you these Monday weekly auction recaps if you guys promise to use the promo code Cajun when you submit your cards to Fanatics Collect. It can't get any easier. There's an entry field where you type in promo code, you put in all caps Cajun, you'll see a little green check mark, and boom, a little piece of the Fanatics pie comes back to support yours truly, so I can keep bringing you the most consistent content in the hobby. I hope you guys have a great first week of February. I was in Houston last weekend for the show. I went to the TriStar show, and I went down there for my youngest, my 10-year-olds had a travel soccer tournament, and then I'm in Dallas this weekend. So a lot of traveling for this Cajun who normally doesn't travel very much unless it's for kids sports stuff. So hopefully you guys have a great first week in the hobby. I'm back in town in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and then back out of town to Dallas on Friday. You guys keep collecting, stay positive, and don't worry, you're not going to miss any videos. We got a video every single day this week, including 2 today, because as I said, I've got my thoughts on the Luka Doncic trade coming out tonight at 6 p.m. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.